Hey guys, we're in Rye, New Hampshire, and I'm so excited because I'm trying out a new camera, and I thought it'd be fun to just stick close to home, give you a little history, have a little walk and talk, show you the beach, and use my new Osmo Pocket 3 that I'm so excited I got. I'm excited to see how the video quality comes out. I've had a lot of fun kind of playing with it at home, but this is my first time taking it in the wild, so I'm going to bring you guys along with me, and we're going to talk about an interesting character from history, John Smith. So it might take me a minute to get super used to the way that this works. You know, I'm so used to just filming on my phone, and the screen on this is smaller, but I can already see that the picture quality is awesome. It's got stabilization built in, wind dampering technology, and it's almost like a little robot on top with the way that it tracks. So super excited about it, and I think, you know, given how windy New England is, that alone is going to make a big difference in the videos. So stick with me here, hang in with me, and you know, as I learn how to use this cool gadget, and I think that it's going to be really good. Oh, what is that right there? Is that a duck? I don't know. I did see seagulls when we parked, and they took one look at me and were like, oh, hi, my friend. So hopefully we can dodge that. But okay, we're gonna go up here. I'm gonna show you something really cool. It's crazy because I just click a little button built into the gimbal, and it stabilizes and goes to my eye level and tracks me. And if I press it 3 times, it'll shift away, and if I press it again, it'll come back to me. And see, I can move and it's gonna follow me. So super fun. Anyways, all right, let's get looking. And Rye is a beautiful, beautiful spot. It's between, let's say, Hampton Beach and Portsmouth. We don't have a lot of coastline. What is it, like 15 miles of coastline that we have? But what we do have is pretty incredible. And I'll tell you what's great is a lot of kids in New England and New Hampshire have gone back to school. So when I go places, we'll get back to that lovely feeling of not having the crowds typically, and things will get a little busier with leaf peeping as the fall goes on and the holidays for certain areas. But all in all, during the week especially, just won't have people everywhere. Like, we are the only ones here right now. Which is really lovely and makes it nice for filming. So yay for that. And of course we've got fall weather coming. The days will be getting shorter, but I'll take the trade-off. And right now we have a severe thunderstorm warning. So I don't know how exciting things are going to get here. My camera cannot get wet. That is one thing. This camera is not waterproof at all. But we'll see what happens. I thought, well, if it storms, what better place to be than, you know, at the edge of the ocean. Look at this behind me. It's incredible. So yeah, beautiful, beautiful day. And, you know, it's beautiful no matter what. If it was snowing, if it was dark and nasty, if it was cloudy. I mean, I guess the only thing that's not so beautiful is like the drastic humidity. Nobody likes feeling like they're in a convection oven, right? But even then it might still be beautiful. You just might not feel so great. But I mean, every day is beautiful here in my opinion, so that's my take on things. All right, so we are at the edge of the Atlantic Ocean here, and you can imagine coming up from way down, you know, around Cape Cod. Plymouth is above that, and here we are in Rye Harbor, New Hampshire, and as you will find out, a place of legend and explorers. All right, so John Smith, and if you watch my Portland, Maine, Portland Head Lighthouse video, you will know why I say his name like that. It's just become a funny habit. Yeah, but this guy, Mr. John Smith, you know, you might know that he was born in England, and at the age of 16 became quite the seafarer, and then he went to the Virginia plantation, where he helped set up a colony there, and famously befriended the Indian princess, beautiful Pocahontas. But when he was done painting with all the colors of the wind, which, by the way, the Disney movie, not accurate at all. She wasn't in love with him. She was actually in love with John Rolfe, who she married and went back to England. But anyways, yeah, not accurate. Cute movie, but I still say he was, you know, painting with the colors of the wind. So after Virginia, he would, you know, go back to England, regroup, figure out what he was going to do. And he had quite the harrowing life. They say that he was the man who could not be killed. He was captured by various forces, native, the Spaniards, linked up with the French, was accused of piracy, which between you and me and everything that I read was accurate, and then imprisoned, let go, and then he had this vision for coming to the Northeast United States and setting up a colony here, which he did in 1614. So John Smith always wanted to be wealthy, and I'm just going to walk around here and show you guys this cool monument with obelisk. He always wanted to be wealthy, and he dreamed of, you know, coming to the Northeast and establishing this colony that would be very prosperous. And he got here and realized, oh, there were natives here, and they had a lot of cornfields and fish that they were bringing in, and he thought there was going to be, you know, these people, they were like always looking for gold and stuff like that, and he's like, oh well, but it is a prosperous region, not exactly in the way he thought. But the cool part is that John Smith did contribute in an amazing way to the area that a lot of people don't realize, and that is the fact that the name New England actually came from him. Yep, good old John Smith. He gave us our name, New England, not Old England. It's like England but new. So he comes and he sets things up. Sir Fernando Gorges sends him, and things are kicking off. But then he goes back to England and never really got to see what would become of this area. People didn't like settle right then. It took a little while more, and he ends up dying in, whoa, thunder and lightning, baby. I love it. I love a good storm, as long as, you know, I'm safe. So in 1631, right around the time when people were starting to settle just up the way here in my beloved Portsmouth, and people were settling in an area known as Strawberry Bank, where there is now an awesome living history museum. Highly recommend. I'll show you that sometime, so another thing to look forward to. But people were just starting to settle there, and he was back in England, and he did pass away that same year, so I never really got to see or understand like the importance of it. In between that time, a man named David Thompson would come, a Scottish guy, and he would settle, and it was really him that brought people, and that's just up the street too, so I want to show you guys that. But we're going to take another look at just how beautiful this harbor is. Gorgeous, right? There is a large cargo ship way out there, and I'm having some issues figuring out the zoom. I had it at home, but now that I am in record mode and I'm out, of course, I'm not. I know it does zoom, but bear with me and we'll figure that out eventually. But yeah. And if I sound a little nasally, you're not imagining things. After we went to Gloucester and Rockport last week, the kid and I came down with some sort of a nasty cold bug. I don't know. It's weird because we are never ever sick. Like, it's literally been years since we've had so much as the sniffles. But luckily it is on its way out. All right, so we went about 7 minutes up the road to this state park, and I'm gonna show you something here that's mind-boggling to me. I talked to some other people about it, and they look at me quizzically. They don't understand. they can't believe it, they don't believe me, or they're just dumbfounded. So I will show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so I thought this was the sign, but this isn't. This doesn't have the tagline that bothers me. So we're gonna have to find, I don't know if it's in the park, up the road, or down. I thought it was here. But this sign is talking about how it was home of the Abenaki, Pennacook, and Wabanaki people. And it does talk about how in 1623 David Thompson settled here to fish, farm, and trade under a grant by the British Council for New England, displacing the native peoples. John O'Doran settled here in 1660 and his descendants farmed the property until 1942, when the federal government took the land to construct Fort Dearborn as a coastal defense. This was decommissioned after World War II, and in 1972 the site was designated for recreation and dedicated as Adorn Point State Park. But there's another sign that I want to show you that's quite troubling. So bear with me, guys, and we will find it. No sign here, so I'm thinking it's on the road. I just have to go further down. The state park is pretty. There's like some little trails that go out on the water back there. And around there, but I'm not going to do that just because I would normally take you there with me, but I keep hearing more thunder, and I think it's moving in from the west, and I want to be able to film and do this without, you know, crazy stormage. So we're going to move on. I'm going to show you the thing that ticks me off as soon as I find it. So what I did is I moved the car up to the first entrance of the park. This is a bigger area because we think that maybe what I'm looking for is here, though I think what it is this is a secondary monument. There is a green New Hampshire State Historical Marker talking about the thing I'm going to tell you about, but I think the problem is it's overgrown with bushes and trees right now, so you can't see it from the road. Because normally I know for sure that the thing that I'm thinking of is right on the road, but this should say the same thing, I'm hoping. If not, I'll describe it to you and explain it in a minute. Not seeing it yet. I think we need to go further over, but wow, look how you can see where the storm starts and stops over the Atlantic Ocean. Crazy stuff. Much sunnier and clearer to the south, and angry and nasty to the north. So we're trying to outrun this, and I do keep hearing thunder. So we're going to try to find this real quick. I don't know. I know these things exist. I'm determined to show you, so let's see what we can do. Alright guys, so if you attempt to come look at this yourself, basically you have to like park as soon as you come in the gate of the park, and you'll see a sign. Hold on, let's flip you. Flipping. Haha. You'll see a sign here for the trailhead. See, this thing has a joystick on it too. So cool. Anyways, sidetrack. Okay. You will see a sign for the trailhead, and you have to like just walk down this. They kind of put it in a weird spot. You have to like walk through this and through the brush and whatnot, and you can probably maybe hear on the audio there's like a bazillion buggies. And we've got some turkeys here too. And I don't just mean that one. I mean like actual turkey birds. I'm a little creeped out because that big turkey has its feathers out, and there's like a lady turkey and children turkey. So we're gonna like walk away from them over here through the pine needles onto this path, because I am not trying to get, oh my god, they're coming over here. I'm not trying to get pecked by turkeys today. I did not have that on my bingo card. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. There is a turkey rumble. Oh my gosh. Okay, I don't want to really be anywhere near these guys. This is not good. Did they start going crazy when you played the audio of gunshots on your phone? They did? Okay, the kid thought it'd be a great idea to play audio of gunshots on his phone, which sent the turkeys into a bigger uproar. So maybe that wasn't successful, though I get the premise. I don't really like... These are still disturbingly close for how angry they are. Oh, and that big one keeps looking at me. I wish I could figure out how to zoom to show you guys this. That's me again. That's not what we wanted to do. Hang on. Oh, there we go. Zoomy, zoomy. Did that zoom very much? Oh, I think I can increase it. Oh my gosh. These are not nice turkeys, you guys. I want to show you this monument sign, but like, I don't know. The hazards of New England. Hey, you're gonna tick them off. Okay, they seem to be afraid of us now, and they are going along their... That is a big... Is it a gaggle of turkeys? Oh, pipe down. Yeah, I'm not trying to mess with them. They were... Looking for the bunny. Plot twist. This is not what I was thinking of. And guess who doesn't have bug spray on? Me. And there's tons of bugs. As long as there's no like killer turkeys or anything else. This is the wilds here, so. I think the key is to walk fast. So, I hate to be negative about anything attached to the formation of the then colony, eventual state of New Hampshire, since we absolutely love it here. But there is something somewhere along the line that those who have a say of power in creating historic markers have done that I don't agree with, and that is what I'm going to be showing you. And I've actually talked to state reps about it and stuff, and yeah, mixed reaction. I don't think, you know, part of the thing is too that these signs are so expensive, and it's not like they're gonna change it for me. I would have to get a clan meeting going of Thompsons from all over the world and other Scots together to really make something happen, and I don't feel like starting a rebellion here in New Hampshire. This is quite beautiful. Not a bad little walk. Okay, this is just a settler's monument. Here landed in the spring of 1623. Okay, yes. The first band of Englishmen pioneers in the planting of New Hampshire, consecrating the soil to the servants of God and liberty. Well, therein lies the rub. Funny though, because that is not the marker that I was thinking of. To their perpetual memory, the National Society of Colonial Danes of America, State of New Hampshire, dedicated 1899. Alrighty. So, yeah, again, plot twist. That's not even the one that I was thinking of. I don't know where that one is. Again, I think it's covered up by brush. Or it's somewhere completely. You guys have to understand that I go all over and look at these things, and these things are everywhere around here. Look at, if you kept going down there, it'd be Newcastle Island in Portsmouth. What a beautiful area. And it's amazing because like there's nobody here, and the temperature is very, very mild, even though I keep hearing thunder in the distance. Alright. So I guess I'm just gonna have to explain it to you because I am at a loss. Oh wait. New Hampshire's first settler, David Thompson. Okay. Yep. So, you see this here? It says, David Thompson of Plymouth, England, received from the Council of New England a patent of 6,000 acres of land and 1 island in New England. Well, that is a problem. The reason that I say it's a problem is the wording. David Thompson of Plymouth, England. So the sign that I'm thinking of actually is one of those green New Hampshire historic markers, and it says, David Thompson, British, founder of New Hampshire. David Thompson was born in Scotland, and he was so Scottish, in fact, he goes way back to the original lairds of Clan Thompson and is descended of King Bruce, King Robert the Bruce of England, which would actually make him a distant cousin of my husband's. Nevertheless, my issue is that though you could say Scotland is currently under British rule, part of Great Britain, part of the United Kingdom, if you ask any Scotsmen, or 99.9% of them, they will tell you they are Scottish, not British. And this sign goes as far, it's actually even worse than I thought, as listing him as being from Plymouth, England. Now, yes, later on, he did go live in Plymouth, England, and hooked up with some other people before he came here and settled New Hampshire, and I'm so glad he did. But it's like where I work, I'm always telling people, you know, New Hampshire was founded by a Scot, which is a fact that I think is very cool. And it would be fine if he was an Englishman, whatever, but that's not factual. And given the historical rift and everything that has gone down, it is not exactly fair to say that. I've got this kid behind me making interesting gestures and sounds and dancing behind me. It's not fair to say, no, I lost my train of thought. Oh, you guys, this video is going to be a doozy. I hope you're used to my casual history lessons, because all I can do is be me, and I hope that that resonates. But anyways, given the history of everything, I just hate that they're like, here's the thing, guys. We're gonna have a chat. If you didn't know and understand, and let's face it, your average person doesn't know and understand, you would come to the conclusion that David Thompson was an Englishman. I mean, here's all this stuff that says England on it, and here, I'll turn you back around here. Isn't it cool how the camera does that? This says, you know, David Thompson of Plymouth, England. No! What in the heck? Like, not nice. David Thompson was from Scotland. Scottish. Oh my gosh, there's something in the bushes. If you saw me suddenly jump, that's why. Okay, I'm gonna move away from those bushes. Do love this monument, not putting it down at all. It's beautiful. I'm glad that they have anything at all and that they tell us who he is and talk about his life. But the unsuspecting person who doesn't know and isn't educated, a lot of people have no idea the difference between Ireland, Wales, Cornwall, Scotland, England, how they all departed from each other, how they were all taken to each other, what went down, the Troubles, the Jacobite Rebellion, things like that. Not everybody is a nerd like I am and knows all of these things, or a nerd like some of you are, or have educated yourselves and know about these things. And there is a lot of discussion about, you know, people think Scotland's England because it's UK and things like that, and that is just not the fact. It is its own country currently within the UK, but Scotland is Scotland, England is England, and it is very misleading, not nice, and rude to call any Scotsman an Englishman, because that is just not okay. Separate cultures, separate identities, separate ideals, separate wars fought, and it's especially a slap in the face because David Thompson's family, they were Scottish warriors. They were talking about the kings and queens of Scotland, the founders. And yes, you guys could go into, please don't go in the comments and start telling me about King Bruce and some of his English lineages, or, you know, other things like that. I understand, but these people, all in all, at the end of the day, were Scottish and not English. And man, though, look at it. This place is beautiful. I'm gonna have to come back in the fall and get some shots here. But all in all, the fact is they were Scottish, not English. It really shouldn't say that. But like I said, there is another thing somewhere, I think just in the brush. It's one of those green historical placards, and this is David Thompson, British. And that, to me, in my opinion, it doesn't have to be anybody else's, is not good. It's not nice. And I think that a lot of people of Scottish descent know what I'm saying. But we see him, we appreciate him, we're glad he came, and I will not stop. That is the hill I will die upon. Isn't that the new popular saying that people are, it's like a thing, like a meme going around? I mean, it's not a new saying. It's a thing right now. But what's your hill to die upon? Will be that New Hampshire was founded by a Scot, David Thompson of Clan Thompson, not English, maybe technically British, but still, no matter what, Scottish. And he came here, and yes, as we saw before, John Smith came, and as an explorer, he came to this area, but then he went back, and later on, David Thompson founded the colony right here, just north of Portsmouth, in what is technically still Rye, and named this place New Hampshire. So he was with a group, he was with a group of Englishmen. He was the lone Scot with a group of, and that's fine. Seems like they got along. Now, the crazy thing is in, I believe it's 1628. Should know that. I think, yeah, 1628. David Thompson ends up moving his family to Boston, and he disappears and is never seen again. And the sad, weird thing about his life in the end of the story is no one knows why he disappeared or how he died. It's this huge, strange mystery. And we also don't know that much about his life. We don't have like correspondence writing. He didn't like leave a diary or a biography or anything like that a lot of other founding fathers and people in history did. He just didn't do that. So we don't have a whole lot of information on him, which is very, very sad, especially for a key figure that founded, my favorite place in the world. I'm so happy to be a Granite Stater, living in the 603 loving life, founded by a Scot. So there you go. Love that this plaque is here. Gift of the Liberty Tree Society, Key, New Hampshire. Hey, you guys are awesome. Talking about the Mayflower Compact and the Pilgrims, which, hey, you guys, go watch my Plymouth video. If you just go south of here, you would run into Plymouth and see where the Pilgrims lived and know all about them. But this plaque is left here, and it talks about in 1623, Pilgrim Captain Miles Standish was given codfish by, oh my goodness, English fisherman David Thompson to assist the struggling Plymouth colony. The plaque dedicated November 11, 2020 by New Hampshire Society of the Mayflower Descendants in honor of their ancestors who signed the Mayflower Compact. Okay, so this means that the colonial dames, the Mayflower descendants, Liberty Tree Society, all these people are listing David Thompson as it. Did you see what I just said? Literally says Englishman. I can't. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this look into early New Hampshire history. I mean, these are the founding fathers, and these are the people who paved the way. But yeah, the rain is starting to pick up. I don't know where those pesky turkeys are. Well, this is weird. This is like a built-in bench thing. Huh. Oh, it looks like it had a fountain at one point. Interesting. This is a cool park though, you guys. Like, definitely. And Rye, like the drive, Highway 1, all along where I've taken you, it's just gorgeous. Like I said, we don't have a lot of coastline, but what we do have is legitness. And so nice and easy to get around. The drive from my house to here is like storybook gorgeous. Beautiful homes, beautiful little villages, churches, historic things, and sometimes some mean wild turkeys. About to have a rumble in Brighton tonight, but I'm glad that I wasn't the source of pecking, because I don't need that. I'm just getting over a cold. I don't need to be pecked. But yeah, this was fun. It was really good. This was the perfect little thing for me to do, to work on the camera and get out and get some fresh air. So this is a good place to wrap things up, but really appreciate it, you guys. All you guys that have been watching, sharing, liking, commenting, and subscribing. Really appreciate you. You know, I'm just getting going. I've been doing this for years, but not putting it up on YouTube. Just more making blog type photo things for family and friends, being my historian self, traveling everywhere, and really glad that I started to put myself out there and share it with everybody, and I hope that people enjoy it. Even if just a few watch it, I'm super happy. And it's been more than a few, so I'm stoked about that, and excited to have my new camera and hope that the quality goes up for everybody. It's fun to use and it's great for me, even for personal use. So yeah, and we took a look at early New Hampshire history today and got me out of the house and got some fresh air, so things are good. Like Patrick Henry, I know no way of judging the future but by the past, and the past tells me David Thompson, very, very, very Scottish. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. Next time I won't be so ornery. Next time I won't be worried about thunder and lightning, and hopefully I won't be worried about being attacked by turkeys, and my sinuses will be clear, so everything will be great. I'm that history chick. Thanks so much for hanging out. We'll see you soon. Insert bonus footage now. And also, I heard strange sounds, but it was just my child spoofing me. Bonus time. Do you see that stick moving? We found a stick bug. Oh, that is so weird. Behold the very, very vintage looking sink in this bathroom in the public park by the 1614 monument. Man, this thing is a throwback to like public school. Dang.